Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises to YAHAWAH, by Hashem, YAHWEH, by Hashem, Wakakadash, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. This is your boy Azar coming at you with another lesson from the GMS Miami camp. Today's lesson is going to be about who is YAHAWAH. Who is YAHAWAH? Okay. Now, in Daniel 7 and 9, it talks about how the Most High. And Salakia, let me see if I can find Daniel 7 and 9. Let's see here. Daniel, okay, Daniel 7th chapter, 9th verse. I beheld to the thrones that were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. His throne was like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So let's start at the top at verse 9 again in Daniel 7. Daniel 7, verse 9, starting at the top of verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So YAHAWAH is the Ancient of Days. He is everything. I mean, he's ancient. He's not old, He's not old. He's just ancient. You know what I'm saying? He's ancient. I mean, I really can't describe it because the Most High has been here before the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really put a time on his existence. Okay? You cannot put a time on his existence. He has always been. I mean, if that's the correct thing to say. I mean, I'm not even sure if that's the correct thing to say. So lock if I'm wrong, but he has been here. I mean, that's all I can say. He created YAHWEH. Alright? Let's go to let's see, the book of Isaiah 45. Okay. The book of Isaiah 45th chapter. And we're going to get another precept that states who he is. Isaiah 45. Okay. 45 verses 4. Starting at verse 4. Okay. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have been called by thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Okay, starting, and let's go into verse 5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. Okay, and he's telling us, there was no God before him. So he's saying he's the only God. He's the only supreme. Okay, he is supreme. There was no one before him. Now, he did create YAHWEH, and he created man, but there's no one behind YAHWEH. Okay, now you may have his creations that came after him, but there's nothing before him. There is no type of source before him. Nothing created YAHWEH. YAHWEH has always been that source. He is source. Okay? I mean, he created all the sources in the heavens and in the earth, but he's the only source. He's the ultra source. He's the sources. We get our source from him. Who is the source? You feel me? He's the Ancient of Days. You know what I mean? He's the Ancient of Days. He's the ancient. He's everything. He's everything. All everything. You know, he's everything. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but he is everything. Okay. Now, like it says, in verse 5 of Isaiah 44th chapter, I am the Lord. There is none else. There is none else. There is no God beside me. So nobody can match up to Yahawah. No one. Not even Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahawah created Yahweh Shai. Alright? There is none that can stand beside him. There is none that can stand up to the same measure as Yahawah. No one. No creature, no human, no angel, no spirit, nothing. Okay? Now, let's go to Exodus 20:1. Alright? Exodus 20:1. Okay. And Yahawah spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay, now, that's a precept. Okay, Isaiah 44:5 says, I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is none else. There is no God beside me. Okay, now let's go to Genesis 20th chapter in the 2nd verse. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. So if there is none other like Yahawah, he says it in verse 45 in Isaiah, there is no God beside me. There's no other God beside me. Okay? Beside him. Yahawah. Verse 3, okay, Exodus 20 and verse 3 says that thou shalt have no other gods before me. So right there it's saying that Yahawah is the only source. Okay, he's the main source. Okay, he's the main source. I'm not saying you don't have other sources. We have a source, which is Yahweh Shai. We have the source of the Holy Spirit. But for the ultimate source and the ultimate God, the ultimate supreme being, Yahawah is it. Okay? He said, you will not have no other gods before me. Okay? The reason he's saying that's because he is the only source. He's the ultimate source. Okay? He is the ultimate source. And you will recognize that. Okay? He's saying you will recognize that I am the ultimate source. Okay? And you will not have any ultimate sources. What did it say? And before me. Okay? No, he is first. So he's saying that you're not going to put this source before me. You're not going to put this source before me. You're not going to put this source before me, because I give the source to these other sources to help you. You feel me? You feel me? Like the sun. The sun is a source of light, you know. So you're not going to worship the sun, because that sun gets its source from the Most High. Okay? You're not going to worship the moon. The moon gets its source from the Most High. You're not going to worship this earth. And the earth gets its source from Yahawah. Okay? So you will not have any other gods before Yahawah. Point blank. He is the ultimate source. Okay? It's a lot. My throat is itching. All right, let's go to let's see. Okay, let's go to Exodus 3rd chapter, 6th verse. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father. I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. Yes, and Moses hid his face. He was afraid to look up upon Yahawah. Okay? Now, the Most High said he's the God of Abraham, he's the God of Isaac, and he's the God of Jacob. Okay? Of our forefathers. Okay? These three men recognized that Yahawah was the source. Okay? And all Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob got faith from Yahawah. Okay? They knew that Yahawah was the ultimate source. Okay? Alright? And look at this here. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look up at Yahawah. So that's the ultimate source, because that's pure. The reason Moses was afraid was because Yahawah is such a powerful, righteous source. Okay? I mean, that's everything right there. Yahawah is just everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, and wow, man, if Moses got scared and that was back in the day, this imagine how we would be if Yahawah was to come back today, you know? And, you know, back then when Moses, Abraham, and Isaac were living, you know, the human body was stronger. But yet Moses was afraid. You know what I'm saying? He was afraid. So just imagine how afraid we would be if Yahawah came down. Okay? Who is Yahawah? He is a powerful being. So powerful that Moses wanted to hide his face. Who is Yahawah? Who is Yahawah? Yahawah is the ultimate source. He is the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Okay? He's the one who brought the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. That's who he is. Okay? All right. Well, I think I got another precept. Let's get another precept here. I was going to end it, but let me get this other precept out. Okay. This is the book of Matthew, 22nd chapter. Matthew 22nd and 31 through 32. Okay, Matthew 22, 31 through 32. But as touching the resurrection of the dead, ye have not read that which was spoken unto Yahawah, saying, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Yahawah is not the God of the dead, but of the living. Boom. So he's not the God of the dead. He's also the God of the living. That's who Yahawah is. Salah. That's who Yahawah is. Okay? He doesn't deal with you if you're dead. And what I mean by dead, spiritually. Okay? Spiritually. Okay? How are you awakened spiritually? Okay, by knowing who he is. By honoring the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Reading the Bible. Understanding it. Okay? Acknowledging that he is the ultimate source. Okay? Knowing that you cannot get through him unless you go through Yahawah. And there are many other ways, you know what I'm saying? Other things you have to do. Alright? But he is not the God of the dead. He's the God of the living. You know? He is the God of the living. The people who are waking up to this truth, man. The hopeful elect. You know what I'm saying? That is who he it's a lot. He is the God of the living. Okay? He is the God of the living. Okay? Now when you wake up to this truth, that's when you wake up and actually start living. You know what I'm saying? When you in the world, under Esau's control or whatever, I mean, we still are under Esau's control, whether we're in this truth or not. But when you get into the truth, man, you become live. You know, you wake up, you become regenerated. You know, so get back in this truth, man. I know it's hard sometimes. I know for me, you know, I'm the type of person I can only study a few things at a time. I'm not like some of the other Akim who can study a whole bunch of things, get it like that, and then move on to the next one. Sometimes I have to really pace myself, you know. But if you have to do that, man. Find out who YAHAWAH is, okay? Find out who YAHAWAH is and what he can do, all right? All right, Akim. Till next time, Shalom. All praises to YAHAWAH, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash Barakatah. I hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.